You're listening to Beyond the Couch podcast with Dr. Sally Nazari, where we look at you beyond the couch and build ways to enrich your life, share your triumphs, achieve your goals, and most importantly, where we'll be celebrating you. Let's get started. Hi everyone, welcome back to Beyond the Couch podcast with your host, Dr. Sally Nazari, and I'm excited today to continue with our Mindful Monday series for this month. Today, we'll be going through an exercise called the 5 Senses Mindfulness Exercise, and this exercise provides guidelines on practicing mindfulness quickly in nearly any situation. All that you need is to notice something you're experiencing with each of the 5 senses. This is an activity that can quickly ground us in the present moment when we only have a moment. So make sure you're in a place and at a time where you can really just focus on this activity for a couple minutes, and we'll get started. To begin, notice 5 things that you can see. Look around you and bring your attention to 5 things you can see. Try and pick something that you don't normally notice, like a shadow or a small crack in the concrete. Just looking around you and noticing 5 things you hadn't noticed before. Maybe a pattern on a wall, a light reflecting from a surface, or just a knick-knack in the corner of a room. Next, notice 4 things that you can physically feel. Bringing awareness to 4 things that you're currently feeling, like the texture of your pants, the feeling of the breeze on your skin, or the smooth surface of a table you're resting your hands on. Or maybe you can feel the pressure of your feet on the floor, your shirt resting on your shoulders, maybe the temperature on your skin. You can also pick up an object and notice its texture, its weight. Next, notice 3 things that you can hear. Take a moment to listen and note 3 things that you hear in the background. This can be the chirp of a bird, the hum of the refrigerator, or the faint sounds of traffic from a nearby road. Just notice all the background sounds that you had been filtering out. Next, notice 2 things you can smell. Bring your awareness to smells that you usually filter out, whether they're pleasant or unpleasant. Perhaps the breeze is carrying a whiff of pine trees if you're outside, or the smell of a fast food restaurant across the street. Maybe you can smell flowers, or coffee, or even freshly cut grass. Remember, it doesn't have to be a pleasant smell. It might be that there's an overflowing trash can or sewer nearby. Simply notice, without judgment, 2 things that you can smell. Now, notice one thing you can taste. Focus on one thing that you can taste right now in this moment. You can take a sip of a drink, chew a piece of gum, eat something, or just notice the current taste in your mouth. Or you can even open your mouth to search the air for a taste. Just simply notice one thing you can taste. Remember, this is a quick and relatively easy exercise to bring you to a mindful state quickly. If we have just a moment or two, this is a wonderful tool. And when we don't have the opportunity for a body scan, we can also make use of these 5 senses exercises to just ground ourselves in the present moment with our full sensory experience. I've really enjoyed sharing this valuable tool with you, just like I share with my clients. And I really look forward to coming back next week with the remainder of our interviews. Be sure to check the show notes for a guide on how to go through these questions very quickly so that you can make use of this. And don't forget to comment on social media and let me know how this went for you so that we can cheer you on and so you can inspire others. Until next time, take care.
Thanks for listening to Beyond the Couch podcast, a space for celebrating you. The contents of this episode are for informational and supplemental purposes only and not a substitute for professional services. For more access to you beyond the couch, check out www.drsallynazari.com.